let me look at my stats.
After an hour's rest, you feel better.
Stealth has gone up rather rapidly. If you remember,
you lost almost half your health?
Last time my stealth was at a measly 55. Communication is slowly creeping up.
Intelligence, agility, vitality, but not strength.
Nope.
You need to go overload yourself.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I think I'm gonna do is, if I'm going to be in shape for tonight, I need to, well, tomorrow night, I guess, I need to be doing some thief skill training. I'll prioritize that. Which means I'm gonna go pick locks.
Yippee!
This game, they have the bit where you can pick your nose as well, but I don't remember what the minimum stat to do it safely is, so...
And you can grind lockpicking.
Yep. So I'm going to do that for a little while. This may disappear. We'll see. But first, let me get a save going here, because it would be really tedious.
These words from our sponsors.
And now, to the serious task. Come on, let me leave the inventory. Come on. Of picking locks repeatedly for a long time. You will have to practice some more to improve your lockpicking skills.
Hey.
You got some useful lockpicking practice, but the door has been bolted from the inside. No amount of skill will allow you to open it. Okay. So the message changed, which says I must have gone up in stat a little bit.
Yeah.
Now I'll just sort of click, click, click.
And the trick is not clicking through the message where it tells you you're so exhausted everything you hurts.
Yes, because then
you click through that, then you sometimes die.
So I
may
will
have done that once.
rest.
Yeah. It's a bit humiliating.
Yes, I died from picking locks.
The other thing, of course, is that if you try to pick locks and you don't have high enough skill, if you try to pick your nose, you will die.
Yeah.
Horribly.
In this game as well as in the previous one, which is an interesting conundrum. Because you can have a skill that is high enough to pick your nose safely in Spielberg, but not in Shapir.
Your nose became more complicated when you went to Shapir.
Well,
out of context, that is really quite
you're
amusing.
exhausted.
Good catch, Anita. Thank you.
Yeah.
Am I going up at all?
Can we call you Tiny, or is that like Sulu?
Hey, my intelligence is going up.
Well, it takes a lot of intelligence to pick the same lock over and over again.
Yeah. And your health is going down.
Well, not since I rested.
But that builds up your vitality, so.
Yeah.
One of the nice things about this game is that you pretty much can grind all your stats.
The next game,
Not so
much.
And the first game, some of the stats were much harder to grind than they are in this game.
Yeah. Even though this game is the only one with a really strict schedule,
Hey, you're up over 100.
I'm over 100.
Yeah.
My agility is going up. I don't know what that's about.
It takes a lot of agility to pick
And
this
my
up.
intelligence.
well, this game is pretty much the only one where I have been consistently able to max out all my stats.
Well, it really is true that it's one of the ones where you can grind everything,
Yeah.
including the really hard to grind stats like luck and intelligence and communications.
Yeah.
Communications is hard to grind, though.
It's really annoying to grind, but it is possible.
Yeah. Like in, say, Wages of War, where I typically import with subpar. I typically
Export with subpar.
export with subpar stats.
Well, actually, par is like an average, so.
Well,
So the question is, what does the average Sierra gamer...
Export Wages of War with? Probably not maxed stats.
yeah.
And the first game, the Thief, is really hard to max because stealth and lockpicking both.
Yeah.
And climbing as well. All get stuck.
Well, I just got 100 intelligence. That's good.
Your agility is really going up. This apparently takes quite a bit of agility.
Well, what you're missing is the backflips I turn every time I
Successfully.
find out that I can't pick the lock. It's not shown so as not to embarrass us with tender sensibilities, just like the thief sign.
Well, that makes sense. Ooh, this is exciting.
Yeah.
This is so much fun.
There's a whole lot of this in this game.
No.
Pretty much from now until the first.
Major event.
In some ways, you have to do throwing and weapons training, which will be mixing it up.
Mm-hmm. Weapons training is going to be fun. Look at my weapon use.
Yeah.
And your dodge.
Yeah. You'll probably get clobbered a lot.
Yep.
Your strength also could use some work. Of course, this is the first game where thieves can train their fighting stats at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could have gone around and bashed goblins forever, but I would have died.
A lot.
Yeah. Thank you.
And unfortunately, you don't really get a good grinding opportunity for fighting stats for thieves again until the 5th game.
Well,
You've got one in the 4th game, but we'll get to that when we get there.
It's a hack, really.
Yeah,
well,
bug.
an exploit.
But boy, do we love it.
Getting up there. Probably in another day or so, I'll have it maxed.
Yeah.
But it's almost time to go back and have dinner.
After a busy day spent picking locks.
Hey, I also snuck all the way out to the money changers.
You haven't thrown any rocks. How can you justify going and having dinner?
Well, if I throw rocks today, I'll have fewer rocks to throw tomorrow.
No, you won't. There are an infinite number of rocks in the desert.
Yeah.
That's true, yeah. Okay, it's night.
Ooh, that happened suddenly.
Well, you were resting most of the time.
Time to sort of sneak in and...
Yeah. When you're not resting, day transitions to night and vice versa more smoothly.
It is hoped you enjoyed your first sights of our beautiful city, up here. Yeah, you really enjoyed that walk to the money changers.
Yeah, and your sights of picking locks.
Those are some very handsome locks, I'll have you know.
One very handsome lock.
It was so handsome I couldn't even bring myself to look at the others.
Nice meals, honey lamb with almonds and curry chicken. It is hoped you will enjoy yourself.
Gosh, that actually sounds really quite good. Hi, Shima.
That's interesting.
It is a pleasure to see you, great hero. You are, of course, most welcome, my hero.
Gonna ask her some questions.
My name in the language of our people means she of the dance.
Dance, huh?
The dance that I performed was at one time to ready our people for battle and, for fertility. Now it is only for fun.
You don't say. I'm getting quite interested in this dance.
Ask me what you will, hero. I shall do my best to impart whatever knowledge I am able.
You could have just said, I'll answer if I can.
I got you. If you had not returned our treasures to us, we would still be in that cold land, away from friends and family. Well, it's good to be here again. You'll always be welcome in our inn for the help that you have given that allowed us to return here. This is your home as well as ours. I just hope you will enjoy what I prepare. You have only to order it. Tea is made from fresh herbs and honey and is brewed by the sun.
Really?
Well, that sun has to do something to subsidize its shining income.
The fountain is directly north of here. It is the source of all our water. Be wary of her. It is said she uses men.
You don't say.
People would come from her way to shop and browse in the bazaars of Kata and Shapir and Rizia. Now there's no bazaar at all in Rizia.
How bizarre.
Well, Kata and the city were driven out of their homes there. Only my cousin Sharaf did not leave. I fear for him.
Sharaf. I'll have to remember that.
Our people were here long before your kind moved here. This land shall always be our home. There are many dangers in the desert. You must be very careful here.
She says even less about it than they do.
Al-Kata and the city were driven out of their homes today. Only my cousin Sharaf did not leave. I fear for him. If you had not returned our treasures to us, we would still be in that cold land, away from friends and family. Al-Kata are related in some manner to one another.
Which is a bit disturbing when you think about it. Alright. Bye-bye, Shima.
Farewell, heroes.
You're here to escape. She teleports into the kitchen.
Yep. You have a wonderful meal. There are numerous salads, 2 main courses, fruit, hot mint tea, dessert, and all the bread you could want. You feel stuffed and content. Fortunately, your strenuous regimen as a hero prevents you from looking as round as Abdullah.
Yeah, strenuous lockpicking.
Hey, I work hard picking locks. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go out and work even harder.
I still think you need to throw some rocks at some point. Before you leave, Gonff, I must give you something.
Oh, hey, he called you by name.
In case you do not make it back to the inn before closing time, take a spare key. We lock the inn shortly after midnight. Take care not to lose it. A night spent on the stones of the plaza drags on forever.
You take the key to the front door from Shamin. Yes, of course, I will need this to get back. Of course I will, because I can't get into doors that are locked.
Yeah.
No, you can't. We've actually determined that if they're barred from the inside.
What if the...
I'll bet the inn is barred from inside, but the key somehow reverses that.
That would be a pretty nifty key.
Yeah.
I think I'll pick this lock for a while just so that I don't show too much favoritism.
Could make you feel too slighted.
This one, of course, is also bolted from the inside.
Yeah.
It's funny how that works.
It's like everyone does that except the people who I need to rob for plot purposes.
Yeah. Well, we'll see about that.
Yeah, it's possible the people I need to rob for plot purposes in this game also do. I would not know, of course.
Having never played this one as a thief before.
The funny thing is that I've been playing these all my life, and there actually are some things that I'm learning from our playthroughs that I never knew before. With this game, of course, because it's a remake, not everything is the same as the original. And finding the things that are different is part of the interesting bit, because sometimes I have no idea until after I've played the sequence. And then I go, why did they do that? That was evil.
Yeah, most of the changes are actually pretty evil.
Yeah. Like the Thief's Endgame.
We'll get to
We'll
that.
get there.
Even the fighter endgame got tougher, though.
Hmm.
Your strength is really pathetic.
It's going on midnight.
Go throw some rocks. Also, your luck is not so great.
That's because I dumped into intelligence.
That's true.
I could have dumped into luck as well.
Which, as it turned out, your intelligence is going right up, so.
Yeah.
I didn't realize lockpicking was so smart.
Well.
Yeah, and if only my magic user could pick locks.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we've determined...
I've never been entirely sure what intelligence does for you.
Well,
If you're a magic user, it affects your mana.
Yeah, but if you're not...
It makes you smarter. It keeps you from saying stupid things like my fighter was always saying.
Right, what's a pomegranate?
Just the facts, ma'am.